What up? We're back at it again with DeCypher. I go by the name King Jut, the young loudmouth, and I'm here to break down all the stories this week. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the stupidity. We're going to start off this week talking about Kelly Osborne. Kelly Osborne was the recent co-host of The View, and she had a couple comments to say about Donald Trump. Let's roll some of the video.
Kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilets, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be.
In LA, they always...
But they don't... are not only the only people
I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
Okay, she later tried to backtrack from those comments that she made. She posted something on Facebook about that. Oh, what do loose lips say when the heart wants to speak? Now listen, I actually like the comments that she said. You know why? Because I can understand who the racists are. It's kind of hard to tell out who people are that aren't racist if they ever do anything racist. But here you go now, slipping up the tongue, say something pretty dumb about Mexicans. Come on now, Kelly Osborne. You've been in the limelight for how many years now? Your family's been famous. You had your own TV show when you were like 13 years old. Now you go on and View, the nationally syndicated show all over TV, saying that? Oh, Lord, I love it when these people keep screwing up. Darren Wilson, the guy who murdered Mike Brown, did an interview with The New Yorker over the past weekend. He explained how he hasn't been able to find a job because he feels that he's been a liability. That's what the police force are telling him. He's actually had to go into hiding. He hasn't been able to use his real name in different areas, stuff like that. What's also interesting about the New Yorker interview that he did, it says that he wasn't used to being around black people. He said that he talked to an officer about being around blacks and how to integrate with them. He quotes this as being a culture shock, as not being used to be able to around these type of people. I'm very, very happy that you now understand what it means to be black, Darren Wilson. You now know how it feels so when you walk across the street, people look at you funny. You now know what it feels like to be discriminated anytime you just walk away. You now know what it feels like when people are talking behind your back just because of the way you look. Just the way that you killed Mike Brown on the streets of Ferguson a year ago. I'm glad you know how it feels now to be a black man in America. Nipsey Hussle was in the news this week. Nipsey, being on Twitter, retweeted what someone said about black women. I think his name was One Fly Mexican, said that black women are a disgrace to black culture. And then Nipsey commented saying that, ha ha ha, you're funny, bro. Now, this clearly got blown up on Twitter, as it should. There's clearly a big problem with Nipsey. My thing is that I don't think it's that big of a deal for Nipsey. He's married, or not married, but he's dating a black woman in Laura, London. He has a daughter who is a fully black woman. So I don't think that he's disrespecting black women. Now, he made a mistake. Don't get me wrong. He's getting bashed on Twitter, as he should. But I think it was more of a joke. I think Nipsey just didn't know the rules of Twitter. Anything that you comment on is officially taken as you believe in. Okay, Nipsey? Simple. He deleted the tweet. Made sure nobody hit that moonwalk like Michael Jackson. And it's over and done with. Hopefully this won't affect his album sales when his album drops. All right, you know what time it is. We got the hashtag of the day. I want to pose a question to you guys. Do we all deserve a second chance? The reason why I ask this question is because some NFL players have clearly been getting in some trouble. Now, Sheldon Richardson, if you guys don't know, is a defensive tackle for the Jets. Now, he was speeding 143 miles per hour with a gun in the car with a minder. And this is on top of just coming off a 4-game suspension for smoking weed. All he needed to do was hit a woman, and it would have been the trifecta of everything that he's done. Now, the reason why Sheldon Richardson has not been cut yet is because he's probably one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. Same reason why Greg Hardy is still on the NFL team. He just got signed by the Dallas Cowboys. So if we live in a land of second chances and we want to give everybody a chance to perform themselves, why hasn't Ray Rice gotten a job yet? Ray Rice just did an interview with Jamel Hill explaining how he hasn't received any way to get back in the NFL. He's a 28-year-old running back, still pretty young. Seems like he can be productive.
I understand the situation I'm in. I understand why, maybe a few teams or teams that shy away from me. I understand that.
Now, more teams will give you this moral stance of how, we don't feel comfortable with bringing Ray Rice in on his domestic violence charges. They're lying to you. He sucks. He's old. They don't think he can play. That's really the only reason why he's not in the league anymore. The NFL, or not the NFL, the Minnesota Vikings want to play Adrian Peterson. Now, mind you, I don't think Adrian Peterson intently did anything wrong. I think the intent was fine. The execution was bad. But he is still on the roster. And then he actually got more money to come back and play for the Vikings. It's simple. We don't care about second chances and all that stuff. We care about what can you do for me now, okay? And that's the hashtag of the day. Hashtag, what can you do for me now? All right, finally, we got the CSC, the Common Sense Card. The reason why we give out the Common Sense Card is the fact that common sense is the rates have gone up too high. Your boy King Judge is here to give it out for free. The Common Sense Card for this week is going out to none other than Meek Mill. Yes, Meek Mill. We've been talking about you a lot on this show the past couple weeks, Meek. First off, you went on the angry Twitter rant for no reason against Drake. Then you got murdered on a back-to-back freestyle. Now, you're just looking sad, Meek. It's not looking good. Meek's the guy in high school who got knocked out, who's still getting up, trying to say, I got this guy. I can take this guy out. But it's not happening, Meek. The rest of the crowd left. We all went back to homeroom, okay? Move on. Make some hot records, Meek. It's so sad at this point now. Meek, you clearly lost. It's clearly over. The fight's done. We've moved on. But clearly you have it. You're on tour with Nicki Minaj talking about how Tyga doesn't mess with Drake. And then Big Birdman doesn't mess with Drake. Lil Wayne doesn't mess with Drake. You're lying, okay? First of all, Birdman is getting paid off of Drake. Lil Wayne needs Drake to stay relevant. And who cares about Tyga caring about Drake? Have you seen Tyga's sales? He probably could use Drake on an album, okay? What are you talking about? But coincidentally, he didn't say that your own girl that he's been going at doesn't care about Drake. You didn't go that far, Meek. Meek, just let it go. It's over, okay? Move on. Tuck the tail between your legs and keep on walking, man. Common Sense Card, Meek Mill. Thank you guys again for sitting down and enjoying the rest of DeCypher with me. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at KingJut92. Also on the Snapchat at KingJut. And the only time your dream dies is when you quit. It's King Jut. I'm out.